Hi already. Like I said, we still have one summer fun for you guys to enjoy. And for our last show,
Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, as we move into the holiday season, Williamson County Parks and Recreation has several special events and programs planned to help you commemorate and celebrate this ever so special time of year, as well as spend time together with your family and prepare for the upcoming holidays. Joining me for today's show to talk about our upcoming children's theater production and several special holiday events is recreation specialist Janey Mason. Janey, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, mainly because I love talking about all the different types of programs that our programming division through the Parks and Recreation Department does this time of year. Some of these are exceptional programs, some of them are very simple programs, but I love them all. They are just, they're all so special in so many different ways, and so I'm excited to talk about a lot of different things that you guys have coming up. The first couple weeks in December are going to be jam-packed for you guys, but this is just normally how you guys roll, so it's really no different for y'all. Let's start off talking about the children's theater program, the Starbright Players, and their upcoming winter production. Starbright, for people who aren't familiar with the program, is a really wonderful children's theater program that the department has done for many, many, many years. But give us just kind of an explanation of the program, who participates in it, and kind of what the program does.
Right. It's our children's theater group, and it is open for children ages 7 to 17 to audition. We hold 2 auditions a year for 2 musical productions. And our fall production this year is A Christmas Story, the musical. We're really excited about it.
So everyone, well, almost everyone, most people know the movie The Christmas Story. It's one of those holiday traditions, you know, that a lot of people realize and recognize. But I never knew until this year that there was a musical version of that, which just kind of adds that much more fun to it.
It does. It's a couple of years old, the musical version. It played on Broadway in New York and it won several awards, but it stays pretty true to the movie story that we all know and we love. But when you're able to add musical numbers into a familiar story, it gives you a little more depth to the characters, and it gives you a little bit more of an understanding of the characters in the story that you're so familiar with.
And for anyone who might not be familiar with the theme or plot of A Christmas Story, tell us that real quickly.
It's about a little boy in December of 1940 whose wish is for Santa to bring him a Red Ryder BB gun, and all of the adults in his life are trying to tell him that it's not going to happen, that he'll shoot his eye out, that it's dangerous. But it's his only wish for Christmas, and it's just sort of the fun leading into the Christmas surprise for him.
Well, I know the kids in Starbright have been working so hard on this production, like they do all of the productions that they do. You guys had open auditions back in September, and were able to cast roughly how many kids for this show?
We have about 72 in this show. So, and there's a lot of young cast members, but we have a lot of talent in the cast this year.
There always is. I am constantly amazed the level of talent that is in children in the Williamson County area. It blows my mind every single year when you think you're just starting to understand who's in Starbright and what they're doing, and then a new kid, and of any age, not necessarily just old enough to start the program, but comes into auditions that you've never met before or seen before, and you're instantly blown away all over again by what they bring to the table and the talents and the gifts that they have. And so every year it's just kind of like a rebirth of this program and seeing what's transpired and those types of things. You guys have been rehearsing for several weeks. I know working really hard on getting this production ready for your performance dates, which are coming up the first weekend in December, right?
That's right. Thursday, December 4th through Sunday, December 7th. And the Thursday, Friday, Saturday shows are at 7 p.m. and the Sunday show is a matinee at 3 p.m.
Yeah, so 4 shows total for this one weekend
Yes.
performance is
Plenty of
quite a
chances.
lot. Yes, and a lot of opportunity for people to participate in these performances. I know you guys. Oh, well, real quick, let's talk about where these shows are held.
Right.
Because for several years, we have had a wonderful partnership and relationship with Freedom Middle School.
Yes, Freedom is our home right now, and we are grateful to be there because I'm not sure where else we would be. And our director for Starbright is Leslie Milstead, and she's the theater director at Freedom Middle School. So it's a good partnership that we have to be able to share the space with her.
So definitely to the Franklin Special School District, Dr. Snowden and his staff, as well as the administration at Freedom Middle School, we are so appreciative of your support for the Starbright Players program and in allowing us to really use this facility on an ongoing basis throughout the year. We do our rehearsals there, we do our performances there twice a year, and like you said, without their support, this really isn't possible. So our thanks again for that. All right, and how people can be involved in these shows. Tickets are currently on sale for all 4 of the performances of A Christmas Story. Tickets are only $6 per person. Children ages 3 and younger are admitted for free to the shows if they are sitting with a parent. And tickets are currently available for sale, correct?
They are. They're available at the Franklin Recreation Complex at the front desk, so you can come during our normal operating hours and pick those up. They're going fast, so come in and get those tickets now while you can. And any that we have left available, we'll sell at the door prior to each performance.
And doors open 30 minutes prior to each show's performance. And if available tickets are offered for those performances, they'll be sold at that time to the general public. It's kind of like what you said, tickets do go fast. The Freedom Middle School Theater is an intimate theater. It seats a little over 200 people, right?
Yeah, we're right at 230 in there. They've done a few renovations, so it's just right under 230 now.
Absolutely. And so with 72 kids involved in the production, there are quite a few seats that go to family and close friends and things like that. But offering 4 shows over the scope of this one weekend, the first weekend in December, hopefully there's ample opportunity for everyone to attend who would like to. I can promise you, if you have not been to a Starbright Player performance before, you will not be sorry if you choose to attend one. They are absolutely amazing. Not only the level of talent in the children, but the level of talent in the rest of the people associated with the program, from the parents and staff in the Parks and Recreation Department that help with the costumes, the scenery, the props, all the way through. This might be a children's theater program, but from the moment you sit down in that theater, you never feel like you're watching a children's theater program.
Right. Everyone is very professional with the way they conduct themselves, and it really does take a village to pull this off. So we have a lot of help from a lot of areas, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely. The Starbright group is kind of like its own little extended family.
It is.
And they really do pull together all the parents, all the people associated with the production to make these productions possible. Like you said earlier, we have a fantastic director in Leslie Milstead, but we also have other great components to that team as well that helps with each of these Starbright productions. So tell us about all the behind the scenes people.
We do. Our assistant director and choreographer is Erin Lamming, and she's the theater director at Centennial High School, so she's got some really good experience. And our music director is Chris DeBerry. This is his 3rd show with us, so he's still relatively new to the program, but he's a great fit. And all of the kids really enjoy working with him, so I'm really grateful for the team that we have.
Yes, they do an amazing job, performance after performance, year after year. I'm constantly surprised with how Miss Milstead keeps coming up with new inventive shows for these kids to do.
Right.
Because she's been with us over 10 years now, and she's still pulling out things that we haven't done before.
She has, and she's really good at finding the right show for the right time, and she's really good at planning ahead. She's already got she's mapped out the next couple of years in her mind for us. So audition and see what we have to offer.
And see what we have to offer. It doesn't stop after this. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Well, again, a huge thanks to everyone who's involved in this performance. I know it's going to be great because they all are, and we just look forward to being a part of it. If you would like more information about the Children's Theater program, Starbright Players, or their upcoming production of A Christmas Story, the musical, you can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com or contact the Franklin Recreation Complex at 790-5719, extension 2010. And Janey, this Starbright production basically just kicks you off for the holiday special event calendar. There are lots of other activities and events that the department is working on. And another event that is that same weekend as Starbright is going to be one of our Santa's Polar Express events. Talk to us a little bit about this program.
In years past, we've done sort of a pajama story time with Santa at some of our different facilities. So it's just a new spin on that. It's for children ages 10 and younger, and you come with your parents and still come dressed in your favorite holiday pajamas. So you're cozy for the story time, and you'll have milk and cookies with Santa, and then Santa will read the Polar Express, which is a favorite holiday story of a lot of children. Then once he's done reading the story to the group, then everybody will have their chance to sit with Santa and give their wish list for Christmas.
So a simple event in nature, but one that really touches a lot of kids and a lot of families.
It does.
And I love the simplicity of it, but how it is so impactful to so many people. I love the looks in the little kids' eyes when they come and they see Santa. You know, and this is a much more intimate time that they get to spend with Santa than just waiting in line to sit in his lap and then getting off and moving on. You know, they get some quality one-on-one time with him, and like you said, they get to hear him read a story, and then they get to go sit with him and visit with him. So you're getting a nice, good, long visit with Santa.
You are.
And I don't care how old a kid is, they are absolutely precious in their holiday pajamas. Mm-hmm. I love it every time.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of fun.
It is. It's a sweet time for everybody. And this event, it's a little bit different, and it's simple in the concept of it, but the staff have been working on some really incredible decorations for the event, so they're really going to take you into the world of Polar Express. So it's if you love Santa, it's a good event. If you love trains, it's a good event. If you love milk and cookies, it's a good event, so come out.
It's basically going to fit any mold here.
Yes.
It really is. And you know, another thing that I have to say, to the credit of the programming division and all of the individuals that work within that segment of the Parks and Recreation Department, some of the most amazing, inspiring, creative minds come together to do things that I would never fathom. I love seeing what you guys do when you put your minds to, we want to create this type of environment. You do amazing work with scenery and props and all of that kind of stuff. And you're right, you do kind of transform what you might think of as just, you know, the rec center into a magical place for kids and families.
Yeah.
So definitely can't wait to see what you guys have up your sleeves for this one. One thing that we do like to point out, though, and you did already mention it, this is an event for children 10 and younger, but parents are required to attend with their kids. And then, like you said, kids do get that one-on-one time with Santa, so parents, be sure to bring your cameras for this event. There are 2 separate Santa Polar Express events that are planned for December. Our first is going to be on Friday, December the 5th at the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. And then the following week, on Friday, December 12th, we'll have a second event at the Fairview Recreation Complex. Both of these events are going to be held from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Cost for either event is $6 per child. Parents as well as children ages 1 and younger are admitted for free. Space is limited for these events and registration is required. Registration is currently going on for both of the events. If you're interested in registering for the Spring Hill event at the Longview Recreation Center, you can contact the facility at 302-0971, extension 2210. And for the event in Fairview, dial 799-9331, extension 2310. We are going to take a quick break, but y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be talking about even more upcoming holiday events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
What should I make my password? Oh, I know. I'll make my password password. Passwords should be unique, private, non-personal, and secure. Use more than one word, use different character classes, use symbols and numbers, and use multiple passwords for different sites. And always remember, never to share your passwords.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about upcoming holiday special events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. And before we left for the break, we were talking about the Starbright Players production of A Christmas Story, the musical, as well as our Polar Express Storytime with Santa events. Sorry, just had a real quick break there in that. One thing that we did not mention before the break, though, were our sponsors for these events. Always blessed to have a tremendous amount of support from the community for the programs that we offer to the public, and especially for our Polar Express Santa events. We want to thank the Children's Academy, Elite Physical Therapy, Sports Clips, and McDonald's of Cool Springs for their help in making these events possible. Another holiday tradition in Williamson County is our Franklin-based Breakfast with Santa. This is also coming up the second weekend in December on Saturday, December the 13th. Tell us what you guys have planned for this, because this is a little bit different than the Polar Express
This
events.
one is different. This is, it's Breakfast with Santa, Adventures in Candyland. So it is something to see, for sure. It is, the gymnasium at the Franklin Rec Complex is turned into Candyland. You walk in and it is color everywhere.
And what I love about it is it's all different scenes from Candyland.
Yes.
That the kids and the parents can actually like stroll through and be a part of. Santa is also part of this event. I mean, obviously the title says a lot about it. There's breakfast, you get to visit with Santa, but there's lots of other things that the kids can do, and there's lots of other little scenes and vignettes set up where kids can explore, parents can take pictures.
Yes.
It's really just a fun morning to get the kids out and doing something different.
Yeah, you'll come and you'll enjoy your breakfast, and then the way it's set up, you work your way through the line, but it's not really a line. It's an adventure. It like you said, there's different things along the way. So while you're waiting, you certainly will not be bored waiting as you work your way through.
All different kind of fun stuff. There's little coloring activity places, places where kids can make masks and reindeer antlers to wear, and all kind of little different crafts and projects along the way to Santa.
Yes.
And so, like you said, tons of stuff to keep the kids involved and entertained while working up to that visit with Santa.
Yes, and the staff that put this together, they really, they go all out for this one. So it's
And we're hanging stuff from the ceiling.
it's a great event. Yeah, absolutely.
It's always very interesting to see the work that goes into it, and the beforehand, before the aha moment and the after.
Yeah, it's a great event.
Lovely. Another event for children ages 10 and up with their parents. Like Janey said, you do have an opportunity to enjoy breakfast with Santa and his helpers, and then after breakfast, each child has the opportunity for a one-on-one visit with Santa to share their holiday wish lists. Again, another great photo opportunity for parents, so don't forget your cameras for this event. It is coming up the second Saturday in December, December the 13th. It is from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And again, that is in the gymnasium at the Franklin Recreation Complex. Cost for this program is $8 per child. Parents are admitted free for the program. And space is also limited for this event as well, so advanced registration is required. Registration is also currently underway for this program as well, and will continue until the program meets capacity. To register, you can contact the Franklin Recreation Complex directly at 790-5719, extension 2010, or just register at the front desk when you're on your regular visit to the rec center. Easy enough for anybody to do.
It is.
This is an event that we have really enjoyed with Ramsey. The first one we went to, she cried all the way through it. Last year was a lot better. And we gave her first sprinkled donut, and anything after that was going to be good. She had a great time. We also have some fantastic sponsors that are involved in this event as well, and I love how the sponsors participate in this event. We have the Children's Academy, Krispy Kreme Donuts, McDonald's, Walgreens, Mapco-Mark, Chick-fil-A South and Franklin, Publix, and Sam's Club. But the sponsors really seem to get into this event as well, and like Chick-fil-A brings the cow out with an elf, and the cow's in his holiday outfit, and he has an elf to assist him, and it's just fun for the kids. I mean, it's things that they recognize from out in the community anyway, and so it just adds that extra layer of kind of specialness when they get to see something that they're already kind of familiar with. So lots of fun opportunities for you guys to enjoy some wonderful holiday special events as a family. A lot of these are for specifically aged children, but again, anyone can join our Star Bright performances to see a wonderful holiday musical with that event. And then we also have some other events that we do throughout the facilities to help people get into the holiday spirit as well. One of our traditional programs is Santa's Mailbox.
Right.
A pretty self-explanatory program, but go ahead and tell us what you guys have set up for Santa's Mailbox this year.
Santa's elves will set the mailbox up starting December 1st and through the 19th. So you can write your letters to Santa and drop them off in the mailbox at the rec center. Just be sure that you include your return address so that Santa knows exactly where to mail your letter back to you, and you'll be sure to get a letter back before Christmas if you get your letter in there on time.
Yes. So this has been one of my favorite things that we have done. You know, sometimes it's just the simplest things that are the best. But we put Santa's mailboxes up at 4 of our local recreation centers in Fairview, Franklin, Spring Hill, and also at the Hillsboro Leapers Fork Community Center. And they're usually put up around the front of the building. They are decorated and easily identifiable when you come into the facilities. But you drop your letter to Santa off in that mailbox. We kind of help assist Santa with processing some of those letters and getting them on to him to read, and then we help in getting a letter back to the kids. So again, do include your return address in your letter to Santa, and Santa will include some correspondence back to your child for the holiday season. But just one of the simplest things, but every kid loves doing this and writing that letter to Santa, letting him know what you really want for the holiday season, taking it to the mailbox and putting it in by themselves and mailing it off. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I think we're actually going to try to write our first letter to Santa this year. There might be a little bit more dictation involved in this first letter to Santa, but it will definitely be something fun for us to do to get ready for the holidays. And I absolutely know that Ramsey will love getting a letter back from Santa. Something to make them feel special.
Everybody loves to get mail.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, these mailboxes will be up December 1st through the 19th, and you can find them at the main recreation complexes in Franklin, Fairview, Spring Hill, and at the Hillsboro Leapers Fork Community Center. Wrapping up the holiday season, there are tons of other things going on in our facilities, and you guys are bound to notice a lot of these when you visit your local Williamson County Parks and Recreation facility. First off, our Rhythm and Spirit holiday performance. Williamson County Parks and Recreation has been blessed with a truly wonderful group and program called the Rhythm and Spirit. They are a cheer, dance, and tumbling program, and this year they are presenting their 3rd annual holiday performance themed Let It Go, based off of last year's blockbuster hit Frozen. The event is coming up on Saturday, December the 20th. This year's the first year though where we've actually had 2 different performances for this event, and that's basically just due to the growth of the Rhythm and Spirit program. We'll have a performance at 1 p.m. for our students from the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill, and then a 6 p.m. evening show for our students from the Franklin Recreation Complex. Both performances will be taking place at Rolling Hills Community Church, located at 1810 Columbia Avenue in Franklin. The Rhythm and Spirit students have been preparing for this show for weeks, and it is sure to get you in the holiday spirit. The public is invited to attend either of these performances. Admission is only $5 per person, with children ages 5 and younger admitted for free. Tickets are limited for the event and are currently available on sale at the front desk of the Franklin Recreation Complex, as well as the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. Also going on now is our annual holiday food drive. Help your Williamson County neighbors in need this holiday season by making a donation of non-perishable food items to one of our Williamson County Parks and Recreation food drives. Collection carts are located in the lobbies of the Fairview Recreation Complex, the Franklin Recreation Complex, the Indoor Sports Complex in Brentwood, and the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. The food drive is going on through December the 12th, and all items collected through the drive will benefit Feed America First. It is a local Williamson County food bank, and all the proceeds from this food drive will benefit Williamson counties prior to the Christmas holiday. Also, we want to remind you all of our annual Give the Gift of Health campaign. If you're looking for a great gift idea for the holiday season, consider giving the gift of health. An annual pass to the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department is the gift they'll use year-round. Who wouldn't appreciate an annual pass good for 12 months of facility use at any local Williamson County Parks and Recreation Center? All county annual pass holders receive unlimited use of state-of-the-art wellness centers, gymnasiums, and walking tracks, plus open and lap swimming in indoor and outdoor pools across the county. Annual passes can be purchased and used at our locations in Brentwood, Fairview, Franklin, Spring Hill, and coming to Nolensville at the end of this year. Passes are extremely affordable. All county annual passes for Williamson County residents are just $225 for a family, $160 for a senior family, $150 for a single youth or adult, and just $100 for a single senior. Williamson County Parks and Recreation gift certificates are also available and can be purchased in any denomination and used like cash for most past purchases and classes at our primary recreation centers. Some restrictions and special circumstances do apply, and other past pricing options are available. So stop by the front desk at any main recreation facility for more information about passes, gift certificates, and finish your holiday shopping with us. As the holidays do approach, we also want to remind you all about some upcoming facility closures. Due to a floor resurfacing project, Academy Park Gym in Franklin will be closed the week of November the 24th through the 30th. The facility will reopen and operate according to its regular schedule beginning in December. And then in observance of Thanksgiving, all other Williamson County Parks and Recreation facilities will be closed Thursday, November 27th and Friday, November 28th. Facilities will reopen according to their regular schedules beginning Saturday, November the 29th. As we wrap up today, I want to thank you guys for joining us for this show. For more information about all of these upcoming holiday events, programs, and even facility closures, please be sure to visit our website at www.wcparksandrec.com. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.
So much more gone by already. The holiday was doing summer fun for you guys to enjoy. Now for our last show today,
I am for the child who lives in motels, cars, and shelters, now in foster care, a group home, where he sleeps not on a bed, but on a temporary cot. He is the child I am for. I am a CASA volunteer. I am you.